My husband has started inviting our neighbor over when I'm at work, so I left work early and caught them red-handed. My husband and I married 6 months ago, and we had been together for 4 years prior to tying the knot. We just moved to a new apartment, and little by little we have been renovating it. We're both crafty and we want to create our dream home, and it's slowly coming together. After we moved in, we befriended the couple next door. The woman is incredibly beautiful and bubbly, and I got along very well with her. She said she envied us renovating since her husband doesn't really like these things and refuses to give her money to start her own projects. As you could probably tell, she's a stay-at-home mom. I don't know about her situation with her husband, but the closer we got to them, the more I sensed that he's very careful with money. So I get what she means, although I don't think he is financially abusive. Both my husband and I work. My husband mostly works from home. I'm so envious of this. I have noticed that my neighbor is getting more and more friendly with my husband. She is very flirty and she seems to have more and more in common with my husband, especially the things I don't really like hiking, but even the smallest things like food or sweets. She has so much in common with him, as she has repeatedly told me before. Since she's a stay-at-home mom, she started making my husband his favorite food. He's told me on many occasions about how nice it is that she cooks for him, and I've thought this was odd. Well, it's been twice now when I've found her in my home with him, helping him with the renovations, or has just brought him lunch. My husband doesn't seem bothered at all, so it makes me think nothing is happening between them, yet. I was telling this to my mom and she got so angry at my indifference. She said that I should ban my neighbor from being around my husband and tell him not to talk to her again. I told her that I wanted a husband who doesn't want to cheat. There are 4 billion women out there, I can't stop him from seeing all of them. He's the only one who can decide if his marriage is worth it. I have very strong opinion that if my significant other wants to cheat, I won't stop them. If they need to be stopped, they're not worth my love. I deeply believe I deserve someone who 100% willingly wants to be with me and wouldn't fall for temptation. My mom called me deranged and she is very upset with me. I don't know what to do. I have made my opinion clear to my husband that I didn't appreciate our neighbor hanging around with him, and I even started to cook more at home. Other than that, I don't plan on having a contest with women to win my husband. I always believe if they can take him, they can keep him. It may sound so cold? I don't feel that at all. My heart is full of love for him, and I can't even imagine myself cheating on him. Even if I was in a room full of handsome men, I just want the same in return. He hasn't done anything yet, but he has texted with her a few times. Nothing flirty, but they have texted. I hate it, but I don't know. My mom said I'm enabling this just to see if he cheats and then discard him, but all I wish is that he chooses me. Without him knowing that I'm watching and without me asking him to choose me. Is this weird of me? Does anyone else feel the same way? Update 1. I caught them at home together, again. But this time was worse. It was suggested to me that I shouldn't tell my husband the next time I'm leaving work early. I didn't want to wait for that occasion to happen, so I intentionally left my gym bag at home, and my manager allowed me to nip back home to get it during lunch. Sure enough, my neighbor was in my kitchen eating lunch with my husband. My husband looked nervous and guilty, but said they were just having lunch at our place. Apparently they had the leftovers from yesterday's dinner, but had to order a pizza because there was not enough leftovers to go around. So, I guess she didn't make him lunch this time, a positive, right? I just said that I was there to collect my gym bag and left. I'm sitting in my car shaking, I don't know what to do. My stomach and heart are aching, it hurts to think about him. He's called me repeatedly, but I just can't gather the strength to answer. Then he sent me this text. My love, I know you don't like it when she's here, but you have nothing to worry about. I love you. Now I'm trying to calm my nerves before driving back to work. He knows that I don't like it when she's there, and yet the few times I've left work early, she's been there, which means she's probably always there when he's working from home. Therefore, if he knows I hate it, he still does it. We have been married for 6 months. I know the first year is always hard, but I don't know. We are in our 30s and we don't have children yet, so maybe this should end now before kids get involved. Maybe this wasn't meant to be. My mom will probably call me deranged again if I tell her how I'm feeling. But I'm very, very turned off by this. She can keep him, he's all yours. Update 2. I received more texts and calls from him which went like this. Baby, you were right about her. I told her that she shouldn't be coming over anymore because my wife doesn't like it, and she said that she had feelings for me. You were right. I love you and I don't want to lose you. I didn't answer him because what can I say to this? I need to go back to work now. I can't ruin my marriage and my work on the same day. I decided to stay with my sister for a little while, just so I can get some space to think about what is going on. While there, I sent him this message. I love you, but I can't do this. I don't trust you with my heart anymore. I don't think we're compatible because our definitions of love, respect, boundaries, and friendship are obviously very different. We probably need to call it a day before we're even more entangled and it gets more complicated. I need space to think. Please respect that, and I will talk to you when I'm ready to discuss our future. This is what he sent back. Please don't do this to us. I love you. You're the love of my life. Please don't throw everything away in a moment of anger. Be angry with me, but come home and be angry. Take it out on me. Fight me. Hit me. If you only knew how much I love you and how nobody else in this world matter to me. Come home. Update 3. Yesterday he showed up at my sister's. Geared up with the puppy eyes and all, with takeouts from my favorite restaurant, flowers, chocolate and ice cream. He started apologizing and saying that he loved me and that he would never hurt me. I asked him to start being honest with me, if he had feelings for her and if they've done something. He swore nothing happened and that he doesn't have feelings towards her. I told him that he wasn't honest because why would he let her in our home, knowing how much it would hurt me and cost him? If he had no feelings for her, why risk your marriage? He couldn't answer that. He then admitted that he liked the attention. He gave me his phone with all his texts and told me to see how he never once flirted or made any advances. I don't know, I was very sad reading and hearing all this. I told him that they disrespected me. Her last text to him is that she loved him and she would make him happier than I ever could. There was also messages with mean things about me to him, and instead of confronting her, he ignored her or laughed it off. When I asked him about it, he apologized and said she was obviously jealous, so I didn't want to engage. I told him that I wanted a separation because I didn't trust him anymore. He begged me not to choose this, and then said that I should at least come back home and he would move in with his parents. He also asked if I could promise him not to start divorce yet and just be separated for a while and go to couples counseling. He said that he messed up very badly and wants me to give him time to make it right again, not just divorce him yet. So I moved back home this morning and he was here. We had breakfast and he left for his parents. I didn't want him to kiss me. He will be coming home when he needs to work in the office and probably if we start therapy. On these days I can be at my sister's. She was more than happy to help. Now I don't want to see him for a while. I hate my kitchen now, which is sad because we put so much effort into making it exactly what we wanted.